They still live. All right, guys. I hope you like Broadway and the Tonys because there's been some announcements made for the nominees of the 2023 Tonys. I'll show those to you right away. After that, we're going to get into episode 12 of the greatest daytime talk show hosted by a married couple between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock Eastern and 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock that has a conjoining word. You know what? I don't even know if that works. Anyways, James Marsden and Minka Kelly are the guests, and, coffee cups galore. It's all I got to say. My tummy's rumbling again. Long story. If you know from the last episode, then you know. If not, don't ask anybody because they don't want to tell the story as much as you don't want to hear it. Anyways, here we go. God bless. Pray for me. I'll be back in 20 minutes, hopefully.
Credit, pop star Mariah Carey is celebrating her first shot at Broadway's biggest award. Jessica Chastain is another bold-faced name who could win her first Tony for her role in A Doll's House.
Sit down. This will take a while.
Among the actresses she'll have to outshine is Audra McDonald, who could take home her 7th Tony for Ohio State Murders. She already has the most, with 6. And Juliet, New York, New York, and Shocked each earned 9 nominations. And Sweeney Todd is up there in 8 categories, including for Annalay Ashford and Josh Groban. And that's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.
From America's #1 news comes the all-new ABC News app. If you love being in the know, you're going to love this. Experience the all-new ABC News app. Download it now.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer, summer. Like getting ice cream, movie nights.
I'll keep it down.
Hiking with the besties. Catching sunsets. Or just playing catch. Go long.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Apt is celebrating its 87th year in business with additional savings on the best-selling brands all week long. Shop in-store, by phone, or online to get this 75-inch 4K Smart TV from LG for $698. This top-load washer and dryer pair from Samsung is only $1166. And save on the largest selection of ceramic, gas, and smoker grills. Free fast delivery, professional installation, and complete satisfaction. Apt, pleasing people since 1936.
Ever wonder, why was I born with 2 hands? Because you were born to try Arby's Bourbon Barbecue Sliders. 2 at a time for just $4. The body just loves barbecue sandwiches. Arby's, we have the meat.
As a student of the FBI Academy, I devote myself to the pursuit of truth and knowledge.
In the end, we always reveal ourselves.
FX's Class of 09. Streaming May 10th. Only on Hulu.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today, straight from jury duty, James Marsden. And actress Minka Kelly is here. Plus, we're opening up the inbox and answering your questions and comments. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo.
Good morning, Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023.
Did you all get wet out there? Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Springtime in New York City.
Finally.
Yeah.
And finally, spring has happened. This is the spring we've come to expect.
Here's an interesting twist. Usually, it's sunny during the week, and it starts raining around Thursday through Sunday.
Yes.
But this week, we're going to do this.
Oh.
It's going to rain most of the week, and then look at that weekend.
All right.
In the 70s. And 74.
Says that piece of paper.
Yeah. 72, 73 in New York City is more like 80 anywhere else because the concrete, it cooks.
Yeah.
That nice little like mist and that's the smells, the
We live in a
aromas.
biodome.
We do.
Yes. We live in a
Speaking
biodome.
of biodome, it was the Met Gala last night.
Oh. We live in Met Gala
Adjacent.
territory.
Yes.
We are close to all the action. We live catty corner from the hotel where many of the stars get ready.
Yes. It sounded like a sports
It's like
stadium.
a sporting event at our
the
house.
crowds when we were having dinner. You hear,
Yeah, and we would
and we
say,
look on our phone. Oh,
Yeah.
that was Doja Cat.
yeah, Doja.
And then you hear Kardashian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember that one year that
Give me more.
the Met Gala, the museum's also close to our house, and one of my buddies, Nick Jonas, was on his way to the Met Gala, and the traffic was crazy.
See, I like the way you just threaded that name drop in there. One of my buddies,
He's a buddy.
Nick Jonas.
And
Yeah.
he was stuck in traffic, and he said, "Hey, man, do you mind if I use your bathroom?" I'm on my way. I go, "Please stop by." Now, Lola was probably a sophomore or a junior in high school.
Freshman.
Freshman.
No. Here's Joaquin was getting his first communion.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
So he was in first grade. So Lola was like in
Eighth grade?
No, she was young. She was a grade schooler.
Okay.
Because I was at church with Joaquin.
Got
This
it.
is why I know
That
this.
might have been confirmation for Joaquin, do you think? Anyway, the story's better if you think the story's better. She came home from school and she
How the hell do you not know your children's ages? He just went from saying, okay, she was in first. First of all, I think I know their ages. I want to say she's like 23 and he's like 20. So if he's in first grade, she wouldn't be in eighth grade, right? But then she goes, Kelly goes, he was in first grade. Mark goes, oh, well, then Lola would be in eighth grade. And then Kelly goes, oh, no. She was young. She was a grade schooler. Eighth grade is a grade schooler. Since when is eighth grade in high school? The only thing I'm thinking is that she thinks of grade school as like first to fifth grade, and then like, or maybe first to sixth grade, and then sixth, seventh, and eighth grade is like junior high, and that's middle school. So now all of a sudden, if Lola's in eighth grade, then that means that what's his face? Joaquin would have been like in sixth grade or something, and so maybe he got confirmed. But I never heard of anyone getting confirmed or in fifth or sixth grade. I got confirmed. Took my first communion in seventh grade, confirmed in eighth grade. For parents, they really don't know jack shit about their children's historical achievements or remember anything. It seems like nothing was important to them, not even the years they were born in and the ages they were when they were in certain grades of elementary school. So kudos to you, but hey, you guys get to go to Italian restaurants and bump shoulders
Information
with
for Joaquin, do you think?
Anyway,
New York
the
City.
story's better if you think the story's better. She came home from school and she wore sweatpants to school. She had gym class the final period. She didn't like gym class. No one liked gym class the final period. First period's worse, but the last period is also bad. She was kind of like in a disarray, and I knew Nick was going to come to the door. So I'm sitting in the kitchen, and Lola's telling me about her day at school. And I said, hey, listen, there's going to be a delivery at the front door. If you can get it for me, please answer the door. And
she's a big Jonas
from
Brothers
the beginning,
and Nick Jonas fan from day one.
Yes.
So you've got to have the backstory.
And so the doorbell rings. I said, Lola, can you please answer that? It's probably Amazon.
It's probably Amazon.
And she walks over and she opens the door, and behind the door is this beautiful, shiny, dazzling Nick Jonas. And he goes, hey, Lola. And she's like, hi, Nick. And she turns around and looks at me, and she said, I'm going to kill you.
And by kill you, Dad, that meant it's Mom's fault, who's in church at First Communion rehearsal.
And she goes, what is he doing here? I said, he's using the bathroom. Please show him to the bathroom. And I said,
stars, they're just like us.
Just like us. And she goes, okay, Dad. I go, stand outside the door. I want you to wait out, make sure no one goes in there. I want you to guard the door. She's like, I'm not guarding the door. And she ran upstairs.
Yeah. She's never forgiven you for that.
Yes.
Yeah. And she was on door duty last night as well.
Yeah.
She
came down really dressed up last night.
Yeah, she was dressed up last night because just in case Nick had to pee. She wanted to make sure she looked her best just in case.
Yes.
No such luck. Nobody used our bathroom.
Our
bathroom has become like the de facto toilet on the way into the Met Gala.
And it was quiet last night. It wasn't so bad.
No, usually, somebody called the police.
Somebody called the police?
It wasn't me.
Because usually the after parties happen around our house as well.
No, somebody called the police because I guess they have a scaffolding up at
on the Carlisle
on the corner, and people were climbing the scaffolding to take pictures of their famous their favorite stars. And you can be as noisy as you want, but you can't climb on the merchandise. And so the police came in. I heard I was upstairs and I heard the police arrive, and then I heard over the loudspeaker them telling the crowd to disperse. And I was like,
I love a New York City police officer over the loudspeaker. Disperse. Disperse.
So I have to go back to the Met Gala since that's what we're talking about. I have to say, and I follow this very loosely, but in terms of the Costume Institute Gala, everybody understood the assignment last night. It was very glamorous. Yeah. They looked really lovely. It's hard to go wrong with people dressing in the iconic style of Karl Lagerfeld, who was the designer for Chanel for many, many years. And so people were very elegantly attired. And then a couple of people went full costume. Karl has his beloved cat Chopette, and Jared Leto decided he would dress.
I love Jared.
Yeah. We were debating who was in there.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
I thought it was Lady Gaga. I was like, it's Lady Gaga, 100%. And then Doja Cat came also in the theme with prosthetic makeup.
Nice. Like Catwoman.
Oh, yes. Sexy Chopette.
Yes.
And then there was a tragedy.
What? On
the red carpet last night. I don't know if you saw this.
No.
But, Anna Wintour takes this event extremely seriously. Okay?
She's serious about stuff?
Oh, she's serious.
She's very serious.
And if you were not invited, you are not getting into this event. And she means it. And one of the most iconic members of the New York City community the cockroach tried to breach the event, and I believe we have some video of it. You're gonna have to try harder than that, Mr. Photographer.
Yeah. Don't we have a cockroach? Don't we have a cockroach czar here in the city? Or is that a rat czar?
We have a rat czar. We don't have a cockroach.
Not a cockroach. We need a cockroach czar.
Double duty, maybe.
I don't know if anybody here from out of town, or are you all New Yorkers? Okay, a lot of out of towners. Have you encountered any New York City cockroaches? Okay. Let me explain to you. They are large. And a winter. So I know she tried to keep that cockroach out, but my money's on the cockroach.
Yeah.
That cockroach had
In other New York news, unfortunately, the Rangers lost last night 4-0 in Game 7. Their playoffs are over, but the New Jersey Devils, they continue on. Jersey Devils. Are you a Devil fan?
Same, ladies, same. I'm like,
were you a Flyer fan? Because Flyers.
I remember when they won the Stanley Cup and they came to our school, and we were all mesmerized because none of them had teeth.
They really don't. They really don't. They're tough guys, those hockey
They
players.
like to fight.
Hey, exciting news.
Tell me.
This our favorite series, and I think we're responsible for this. You and I started the whole campaign for the show The Diplomat.
Oh, yes. We started it.
We started it. We talked about it. They were renewed for season 2. If you haven't watched that show, run.
Very good.
Don't walk.
It's excellent.
Yeah. And I think we might have found another show that we're really excited about last night. We'll talk about that a little later.
Oh, yeah.
James Marsden is here. We'll talk to him about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jury duty?
Jury duty. Have you started watching Art? Have you watched the show yet?
Oh,
Okay.
but I've heard enough.
Yes.
I've got to.
No, but Mark and I were both equally confused because they tell you right at the beginning what the show is about. But in our minds, we totally misinterpreted it because one of the people in this show,
He's
actually
He's really
not an
good.
actor.
But he's good.
He's one of the best characters in the
Yes.
show, but apparently he is just himself. But I was like, where's this guy then?
We love art on this show.
Oh, yeah.
Not just art, more. Not just art. But we love
We love art.
art. There was a guy, there was an installation
Yeah, I
by an
remember
Italian
this.
artist, Maurizio Cattelan.
The banana guy.
The banana guy. Famously provocative. His signature work is a banana taped to a wall, right?
For $6 million.
It's like $120,000 for this installation. So there's a long line of people to see this installation, and this guy got hungry, and he went up, pulled off the tape, and ate the banana.
See, I think that's part of the art installation. Call me crazy.
Mark's an artist.
Are you going to make
$120,000?
You're going to make us $120,000?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to help me?
You do it.
You do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's sit back and admire.
This is for charity. This is for charity. We're going to put up
This is for charity?
This is for charity.
Okay.
We're going to put up our own little installation here. If I can do it. 120 cents. Right here.
You know, I would.
There we go.
You know, Mark, I would have thought you'd know your way around electrical tape better than that.
I like a fine gaffer's tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what it is. Now I'm going to admire it. Oh, look at that orange. I simply must have it. I don't want any bidding. I'll pay $275 and I want it now. Wrap it up. Sold. Splendid. Don't even like oranges.
I like a fine gaffer's tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
No, this is electric tape.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
No, I thought duct tape was.
Oh, is this duct tape?
I
Yeah,
thought
it's
duct
duct tape.
tape was rubbery.
Those are only for my kidnappings. Do I use the duct tape for?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. That's right. So we know this around here. That work friends are crucial for your health. It's really true. We have. This is what's interesting. Only 20% of U.S. adults say they have a best friend at work. Isn't that sad? I feel like I have like 6 best friends at work, and like 13 really good friends at work.
You can't have 6 best friends. Put in the comments section. The best friend is the number one. The best in show goes to the number one dog. There is one best. They don't say the best in show goes to dogs 1, 2, 6, 11, 15, and 17. No, it's the best. Now, if you're grading people, maybe one person gets a 99 and 3 people get 98s and 4 people get 97s. Well, the 97s and the 98s, the people that got those are all very smart and they're great. And they can go on and do incredible things, maybe even make more money and be more successful than the person that got a 99. But the person that got the 99 is the best. The person that came and tied for second and third, they're not dumb, but they're not the best. So don't say that you have 6 best friends. Pick one. And if you can't pick one, then you got none. I would say that I only have 0 best friends as an adult. 20% say that. 80%. So 80% don't have one. Well, I'm one of the 80%. But here's the thing. No matter what my workplace is, I could probably just pick out of all my colleagues. You know, if I had one extra ticket to go to a game or an event or the Met Gala, who would I pick? I'd probably either pick the girl I want to have sex with the most or my best friend. Probably not going to be the same person. If a female's my best friend, she's probably gay. Things like that don't happen. I don't happen to be extremely attracted to my best heterosexual female friend. It just doesn't happen. Okay? So I can look at any job I've had and say, okay, out of that job, out of my colleagues, that person was probably my best friend. They weren't really my best friend. They were just my favorite out of all the choices I had. You know? If I go to a buffet and the only thing that's open is a salad bar and all they have is celery, carrots, radishes, and cold green beans and peas that are still in the pod, I guess I'm going to pick the carrots because they got a nice crunch to them. That doesn't mean I love carrots or carrots are the best vegetable. It's just the best of what's around. So when I've worked with people in my past, I look at all of them thinking, which one of you is going to be lucky enough to be my carrot? Because I want to stick you in my face. Thank you. It's my time.
Friends at work and like 13 really good friends at work. And some acquaintances.
Long-term acquaintances.
Yeah, long-term acquaintances. People that I'm forced to be around and I'm cordial to.
And some acquaintances.
Long-term acquaintances.
Long-term acquaintances.
Yeah. I'm starting to delve into
You're
we're
delving,
friends.
yes.
I mean, I've known the staff here for a long time, so we're definitely good friends. I mean, I
feel like the only person that has seen you
best friends. That's
the only person that has seen you naked as many times as I have is Showweiss.
Yeah.
So it's not deliberate. It's just, you know, when you knock
You're
on
right,
these
we are
doors,
best friends.
You knock on these
Yes,
doors.
we are best friends. You open up the wrong door.
It's very hard to hear
So
if
what
somebody says, don't come in or come in.
So what are they saying? Tell me what's the deal?
They're just saying it's when you get social support in the workplace, it's great for your health and well-being, not just your emotional health and your mental health, but it boosts your internal health. You have less risk of burnout, a better judgment, fewer traumatic experiences. Although if you work here, those are kind of interwoven. Some of my most traumatic experiences at work have happened with and around some of my closest friends. I mean, I don't want to
judgment.
I mean, I don't want to
judgment's good.
I don't want to name names, but Kelvin and I had a very dicey scuba diving incident one year.
The shark almost ate you, but
A shark did not almost eat me, but you sent me down in scuba diving for the first time with a person who was partially eaten by a shark, but we won't get into that.
She was a survivor. Did you do that? Yeah. But not right there.
With Gelman arrogantly telling me, Kelly, please.
No, I remember that. You told me that. So I'm on to him. He asked me to do stuff. I'm like, I always second guess it. Like that was his idea, the orange on the desk.
Yeah, did you see how well that went over? Nobody cares about your orange.
Didn't go over. Oh, there he goes.
Are you gonna eat it?
I'm creating. Yeah, eat it.
I do want to see him eat it. I want to see him eat sugar this early in the morning.
I already had protein, so it's.
Oh, you had your protein, so it's fine?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Like I said, there are best friends, there are close friends, and there are acquaintances.
I think it's good. I think you're right. Have a nice support system at work. Makes the day go by faster.
Yes.
They give you good judgment. There's a good sounding board.
Yes. Good. All right. We've got a huge show. James Marsden is here.
We got to talk to him about that show. Jury duty.
How we screwed it up so much.
Maybe we can be in season 2.
No.
Yes.
No.
I love jury duty. We also have Minka Kelly here. Yeah. Talk about her book. Yeah. Tell me everything. What time is it?
It's time for Grow for It Spring Trivia. For its spring trivia.
Oh, come on. Blow my ass.
Yes.
No.
I love jury duty. We also have Minka Kelly here. Yeah. Talk about her book. Yeah. Tell me everything. What time is it?
It's time for Grow for It Spring Trivia.
Oh, yeah. You know how Kelly dances. Same way since she was 12 years old. Just walking with a little rhythm. Watch the Kelly dance.
That's our virtual trivia dancer, Julianne Bonfilio Zinsley from New York.
Let's say hello to Jacqueline Pernickel from Whitehall, Pennsylvania, who watches on WPVI.
Channel 6.
Channel 6. Jacqueline, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, who is that with you?
That is my dog, Dolce.
Dolce.
Oh.
Dolce.
She's my little world.
And what kind of dog is that?
She's a 13-year-old Pomeranian.
Oh, so cute.
So cute. All right, we're going to play a game. And
right.
this game is you've given us 2 statements. One's true and one's false. We have 60 seconds to figure out which one's true. If you stump us, you'll win the Kelly and Mark mug.
Jacqueline, I don't know if you're aware, but there's a breach in Mark's abilities.
I'm on a bit of a losing streak, but hey, today's a new day.
A losing streak. He lost once,
Yes.
but let's call it a streak.
All right, here are your 2 statements. I teach a local dog kindergarten, or I almost fell into a sinkhole while walking with a friend.
Okay.
Where were you walking with a friend? In what state? What town? Where were you?
Okay. Time to just take my first initial guess. Almost fell into a sinkhole while walking with a friend. Teaches a local dog kindergarten. I'm going to say this is the truth. Because she says with a friend. That sounds vague. So she might think that that's going to sound like something she made up. So I'm going to say this is the truth. Now let's listen to the clues. Put in the comments section what you think. Slow down. You're loading it up with comments. Jesus.
A local dog kindergarten, or I almost fell into a sinkhole while walking with a friend.
Okay.
Where were you walking with a friend? In what state? What town? Where were you?
We were in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, years and years ago, and we were walking down an alley and texting, how everybody's face is on their phones years ago, up in, still this way now.
You were texting?
And we weren't paying attention, and we almost fell into a huge gaping sinkhole.
Oh, my gosh.
And what local dog kindergarten do you teach?
So when I had gotten my dog 13 years ago, the vet that we go to, my family's been going to for years, we're in need of some volunteers to teach puppy kindergarten class. And I, like many others, are
What do you do?
obsessed with dogs.
What do you teach these dogs in puppy kindergarten class? What do you teach them how to do?
One of the most important things that you teach a puppy is to recognize and respond to their name.
Oh.
And most dogs can pick up their names in 1 to 3 days.
She's telling us facts that we didn't ask about. Giving us information we didn't ask for. Oh, my God. Right at the beginning, she tells us a story about the sinkhole. When she starts the kindergarten story, she goes, okay, so, and right there, that's like, so here's the story. This is kind of how I imagine this to be. Da 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 da. So when you say that, like, so this is what had happened. So it's like you're telling, here's the thing. You might be telling a real story, but you're telling a fictional version because the real one's embarrassing. So you're going to kind of change it and twist it, spin it to make sure it makes you look as positive and put you in a positive light as much as possible, right? So, so usually when you say that, you're going into a fictional version of a real story or just a 100% non-factual story. And at the end, she started giving us information that we don't even know about, that we didn't ask for. Now, because she had been doing that on purpose, if she did, I guess just tip her hat to her, because the combination of with the friend and the way she said so we have to do this, and we teach the dogs how to respond to their name, and their name is this and that, and they were, I don't know. I'm just going to say that my initial guess was this, and I'm going to stick with my initial guess and say, is it true you almost fell into a sinkhole while walking with a friend? But of course, Kelly would say that it's true that she was a teacher at a local dog kindergarten, unless she's wrong, in which case she's wrong. If she's wrong, she'll be right, but then she'll lose by winning. And Mark will win by winning unless he loses by losing, by picking the lie to be the lie instead of the truth to be the truth. So this is my guess first, and this is my guess last. Let's see what the correct answer is and who makes the decision. Put your comments in the
their
section.
names in 1 to 3 days. And then the next most important would be to come. That is the first skill to teach a puppy. The lifelong skill that your puppy needs for obedience and safety.
Yes, you have to teach your dog how to come, especially the females. Oh, Lassie, you got me. You sucked me in with that
to
one.
come. That is the first skill to teach a puppy. The lifelong skill that your puppy needs for obedience and safety.
Okay. All right. You want to have a shot at this? It's Tuesday. It's your turn.
Okay, great. I'm going to take a crack at it, and I'm going to pick the one that I think is wrong to win you the mug. Yeah. Don't try to peer pressure me, work acquaintance.
That's all right. You're probably going to be wrong being wrong.
You think? You think?
I don't know. Maybe. Go ahead.
I'm going to say that you teach a local dog kindergarten. Is that true?
No.
Yes! You win the mug!
Yeah!
Thank you.
It hurts a little less when I don't lose.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say the sinkhole.
You were going to say the sinkhole.
You don't ask. You don't ask him after. You don't give the answers to the test and say, oh, so what were you going to say? Because I'm going to say exactly what you had written on the chalkboard. That's what the correct answer is B. That's what I had. Don't give the answer and then ask him what. He's obviously addicted to winning, and he'll lie and cheat and steal to win. Of course he's going to say the correct answer. He's not going to be honest. He's a fucking liar.
I don't know. Maybe. Go ahead.
I'm going to say that you teach a local dog kindergarten. Is that true?
No.
Yes! You win the mug.
Thank you.
It hurts a little less when I don't lose.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say the sinkhole.
You were going to say the sinkhole.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Which is true.
Yeah.
See that?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was with my friend Sean.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were not paying attention.
Story got significantly more interesting.
Why were you in an alley with Sean?
Oh, we were walking to our friend's house with a bunch of other friends.
Okay.
All right, Deja's going to spin the wheel to see what else you're playing for.
So Mark would have won. So Mark would have won. So Mark was right and Kelly was right, and Mark would have won and Kelly would have lost, but Kelly would have won by losing.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say the sinkhole.
You were going to say the sinkhole.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Which is true.
Yeah.
See that?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was with my friend Sean.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were not paying attention.
Story got significantly.
Were you blowing him?
Significantly more interesting.
Why were you in an alley with Sean?
Oh, we were walking to our friend's house with a bunch of other friends.
Okay.
All right, Deja's going to spin the wheel to see what else you're playing for.
Sorry, everyone. Jesus Christ.
Okay, you're playing for a $1,000 gift card to Home Chef. You have 20 seconds and only one guest, Jacqueline. Good luck.
All right, Jacqueline, here we go. On yesterday's show, we talked with Ellie Kemper. What flavor icing did Ellie say is on her favorite cake that her mother bakes for her?
Cream cheese frosting.
Mocha icing.
Correct. Double winner.
Wow. Good job, Jacqueline.
Thank you so much, guys.
He hates to part with the mug so much. All right. Congratulations again, Jacqueline. Thanks for playing with us. Coming up next, James Marsden.
Still ahead on Live, Minka Kelly. We'll open up the inbox to hear your comments and questions. And coming up next, James Marsden.
We don't have to play around. It's always a good time. I messed up those lyrics. What are the real lyrics? Go someone look for it on a search engine and give me the answer. Put it in the comments section.
Could be fast and easy. Well, nothing's easier than saving money with Insure on the spot. Get your free auto insurance quote in just 2 minutes. So what are you waiting for? Call Chicagoland's #1 auto insurance agent today.
Welcome back to the show. And tomorrow's show, Chris Pratt will be here.
Pratt's going to be here. And from Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret, Abby Ryder-Fortson.
And a performance by Emily King. Emily King.
Emily King.
Easy for me to say. He's an accomplished film and television star whom we love. Please welcome back to the show, James Marsden.
Hello, everyone. Accomplished. Wow,
Want to get into jury duty, but before we cover that, you're splitting your time between LA and Austin.
Yes. Yeah.
Do the kids live in Austin?
No, I left my kids behind.
Oh.
They're in their 30s and 40s now,
There you
so they're
go.
fine. No, I grew up in Oklahoma, and I always wanted a place outside of LA to take my kids and just get out of the sort of
Great barbecue.
great barbecue.
Salt
Yes,
Lick?
Terry Black's, Salt Lick, yeah, good stuff. Franklin's. Yeah. So I kind of go back and forth.
We were trying to encourage our older son at the time to go to college there because we liked the barbecue so much.
Right. Well, I can't think of a better reason to send your kid to college than for the barbecue.
Yeah, you should really check out the universities with a good barbecue.
You talked about growing up in Oklahoma.
That's right. Yeah.
We have a picture of you when you were young.
Oh yeah, this is a great
Oh,
show.
good.
Is that
Listen to the pathetic awes
Is
from
that
the
a
audience.
belly?
Nothing
James,
says.
If you can't spot me, I'm the athlete. It says so on my shirt. Clearly, I was preparing for the NFL Combine.
Was that a football, like a little football jersey?
I don't know what that was. It was getting dressed in the dark.
I love that you're grimacing in the photo
It
too.
was whatever my grandma found in the bargain bin at the local thrift shop and got for 50 cents. And gave
I'm
to
the
me.
athlete. It says so on my shirt.
She didn't even wrap it up. She just folded it and like tucked it inside another shirt. There's more inside.
Good.
Is that she would give me like one nice shirt and use it as wrapping paper and then say the real gift's inside. Open up the
Oklahoma?
shirt.
That's right. Yeah.
We have a picture of you when you were young.
And then
this
somehow
is
they say the line to me, you got 2 shirts for the price of 1. Like that's a good deal.
Oklahoma?
That's right. Yeah.
We have a picture of you when you were young.
Oh yeah, this is
Young
a
buck.
great
Oh,
show.
good.
Is
Listen to the pathetic awes
Is
from
that
the
a
audience.
belly?
Nothing
James,
says.
If you can't spot me, I'm the athlete. It says so on my shirt. Clearly, I was preparing for the NFL Combine.
Was that a football, like a little football jersey?
I don't know what that was. It was getting dressed in the dark.
I love that you're grimacing in the photo too.
And it's nice for you to bring that out for Met Ball season.
Yeah, I saw that look. I saw that look on the carpet.
The self-deprecation began there.
Yes.
You know, I always knew that you're obviously a great actor and you do it all.
I didn't know that. But
Yeah,
thank
you are.
I'm glad somebody knew.
But you're a musician as well. You're musical.
Yeah, I play guitar, a little bit of piano. I sing. It's just always been something I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
It's not anything I ever thought I could do professionally.
Did you pick it up as a kid?
I did, yeah. I started really young. My father. Oh, there you go. Still with the outfits though. I
Really? Is that an OP hat?
Yes, Ocean Pacific.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Love a branding moment.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what? Somebody, Jock or OP, you need to sign James Marsden.
Yeah. We don't know what Jock is. Is that an actual company? Or
It's a
they lost the label.
Yeah.
I got a guitar. I think it was like 8 or 9 there, and then the idea was I was going to learn how to play it, and then I didn't. I came back to it like 13, 14, and started learning how to play. But
Yeah. And then and then the piano came next.
No, I never professionally. I never was taught piano.
You just
learned kind of by ear.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The show Dead to Me.
Oh.
Love that show so much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I do.
Now, your character died in season 1. Which I was shocked. I was like, you can't kill Marsden. You can't kill. Who kills Marsden?
And killed me quite a bit on Westworld.
Yeah. And so you tell us, you wrote to the producers.
Yeah, I was only supposed to come in and do the first season, and I knew that the character was going to, die at the end of it, and I just got to be great friends with Christina and Linda and Liz Feldman, the showrunner and creator, and it was just like a party, and it became a big family, and the show became a success, and I thought, was he really dead? Is there a way I can come back to the party? And she said, what about twins? And I was like, come on. Really? And she's like, yeah, the show's kind of got a soapy element to it. We can kind of lean into it. I was like,
That's what I was going to say. I was like, that is such a soap opera
I've died
thing.
so many times on shows that I had fun with people, and I didn't realize that's all you had to do was ask them to bring you back as a twin.
Right? Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do.
Show.
I know.
And then have the backbone to try it. Take it a big swing.
I'm so glad. We took a commercial break, but we're going to talk about another binge-worthy show when we return. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live. Still ahead on Live. Minka Kelly.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. So Tic2 is the
That's
Expertise. More advancements means more treatment options, and more options means more hope. Call now.
yes. I feel like there's a chance that I might be an unwelcome distraction.
Why is that, sir?
I'm a recognizable public figure.
Respectfully, I don't recognize you. I'm sorry. Who are you?
That's okay. A lot of people do. My most recent movie is this movie Sonic the Hedgehog, and this gentleman and I were just chatting about it earlier and yesterday, and he's a big fan, and
You were talking to this gentleman. Stand up. Do you know who this fella is?
I do, yeah. It took me a little bit to notice him yesterday, but I recognized him, yes.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
That
Rarely, but it does happen.
That was a clip from your new show, Jury Duty, which I was telling you during the commercial break. Even though there is a big banner
Disclaimer,
at the beginning of the show, a disclaimer explaining to people like me the concept of the show, I still, in my mind, screwed it up.
Yeah, tell us
I
about
don't
the
think you
show.
can do that. So the show essentially is 3 weeks of jury duty. I'm playing a sort of heightened, egocentric, entitled Hollywood brat version of myself. The rest of the cast are improv actors, and there's one guy, the gentleman who is standing next to me there, who thinks the whole thing is real. Does not know that it's completely fabricated. An abandoned courthouse, we took it over, and there were scripts. So we had 8 scripts, no dialogue written, but just like comedy beats to push. And we sort of we created a hero's journey for this guy, is what they call it. Because I was like, I don't want to do a prank show and, and humiliate the guy.
He's so likable.
He's really...
So it's almost like Joe Schmo, where at the end, you're kind of embarrassing him and making fun of him, but at the end of Joe Schmo, at the end of the fake reality show, you end up having him win the contest and he wins the $1 million and he gets to keep it. So you just ripped off Joe Schmo. And instead of making it
written, but just like comedy beats.
Instead of making it Joe Schmo, which is about a reality show like Big Brother, where a bunch of people live together, you made it about a bunch of people that have to serve on a jury together and live together in a hotel. So you took it from a reality show like Big Brother to a jury in a court case, which is very much like, and you film it like Parks and Rec or The Office or like Trial and Error, which was a show based on, a lawsuits or like a big court case with no clapping, no audience, no.
An abandoned courthouse, we took it over, and there were scripts. So we had 8 scripts, no dialogue written, but just like comedy beats to push. And we sort of we created a hero's journey for this guy, is what they call it. Because I was like, I don't want to do a prank show and, and humiliate the guy.
He's so likable.
He's really, really one of the more pure-hearted people that I've ever met.
He's the best actor on the show. No,
yeah, I know. Right. Well, I keep getting people asking me, like, is he really in the dark? Is he an actor?
That's the thing. I was like, I turned to Mark and I was like, this guy is great. Like, where did this guy, like, why haven't we seen him before?
No, but you guys are amazing. I mean, those improv geniuses. I didn't know that the thing was completely improv. They're fantastic.
And also what people, I think, don't realize is playing yourself is the hardest. It's so hard to play yourself.
But also kind of liberating.
You leaned in.
Kind of play it right. Like all the things you want to be able to say, but you can't, right? I imagine the same thing as Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, right.
It was fun. I mean, I was a horrible, horrible person in this show.
No, you are
in the most fun way.
Very
Yes.
super charming.
Yes, you ooze charm. You really
It was fun to kind of, send up the Hollywood entitled guy. That was fun to play.
The problem is with this show, once you start watching it, you can't stop. So prepare to hunker down today.
And like you said, the guys, we're celebrating his humanity. He's such a decent, pure-hearted person.
Yes, he is.
It's like there's a nice little kind undertone to the whole thing, which is nice.
Amazing. Jury Duty streaming now on Amazon Freeform. Coming up next, Minka Kelly.
James, thanks for being here.
Yeah, of course. Tomorrow on Live, Guardians of the Galaxy star Chris Pratt.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping?
Is that Shania Twain?
details to us and escape the everyday at Four Winds Casinos.
Hey, welcome back. She rose to fame as Lila Garrity on Friday Night Lights. Please welcome actress and author Minka Kelly.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Is today Pub Day? Happy Pub Day.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday. So you write this book about your life, which I just started.
Okay.
Full confession, I have not gotten through
You're
it.
very busy.
But
Tall order.
Make excuses for it.
Take me through your process because it is an arduous journey to write a book,
Yeah.
especially like your own memoir. Take me through it. How did you get through it? When did you start writing it?
I mean, my gosh, it's probably been an 8-year-long process, honestly. From dinner with my girlfriends, deciding, like, you need to write this down. I mean, actually, if I can even go back to high school, I was like, I'm going to write this one day. But I knew I wanted to wait until my mom had passed. Even then, I knew. And, you know, it's just been a lot of seeds have been planted over the years. And about 5 years ago, I decided to write in the form that I'm most familiar with, which is a screenplay. And so I did that. And then the pandemic happened. And then it was like some people in my life that I really trusted and loved said, I think you should write a book because there's more story here. And I said, okay. And initially it was for me. It's for me to unpack everything and to, you know, really discover why I am the way I am and why I've wound up where I've wound up, good and bad. And in the midst of writing this, with the intention of just writing a story about a mother and a daughter, I was in the deep throes of therapy. And so at the same time, I was discovering as I would write about my mom and go, oh my God, I do the same thing. And so it was so many moments I was unpacking and going, oh, now that's where I learned not to trust men when I was 16 years old.
It's very profoundly honest. And you talk about it was like the perils of being raised by a single mother. Tell me about your mom.
Oh, my mom was a beautiful, beautiful spirit. You know, I'm not the only one who was raised by a single mother. I'm not the only one who was raised by a mother who potentially struggled with addiction. I'm not the only woman who doubted their self-worth. And I think that we all make sense of our lives by way of sharing stories with each other and being honest. And I think sharing your most humiliating stories, the stories that made you grow the most, you know, when we're met with empathetic witnesses, we are able to sort of dissolve whatever shame we're carrying. And so I wanted to share my journey of giving my mother grace and forgiving my mother and understanding that she's just a human being who is doing her best. And sometimes our parents' best isn't good enough, but it is their best. And we have to, you know, grace isn't for those who we deem deserving of it. That's why it's called grace. And I am excited to have conversations with women who have complex relationships with their mothers, who are now maybe deciding to not wait as long as I did to make peace and forgive her.
It's actually all women. I think that the mother-daughter dynamic is very complicated under the best circumstances. And it seems like you really had a very profoundly complicated.
Yeah, you talk about moving around a lot as a kid and your mother making the best of the situation. You talk about being kicked out of your apartment and having to move into the garage. Tell us about that.
Yeah, you know, listen, yes, that's hard and that sounds terrible. But the beautiful thing about that and the beautiful thing about my mother is she was so positive and excited about the littlest things, and she made everything an adventure. You know, it was like, oh honey, look at, we can put Christmas lights up here and it makes it so cozy, and you're like, yeah, this is exciting. Okay. and that's made me, and I'm so proud of who I am today. I find joy in little things. I don't take life too seriously. I can have fun anywhere. I can make a home out of any space.
So much of those early seeds that were planted in you, I think, you know, really do serve you well as an actor, where you have to move around a lot, where you have to be adaptable, where you have to be willing to be vulnerable and all of that. You write about early on as a young kid, your mom really encouraged you to become like a kid model, right? And to help maybe pay the bills, but you did not like that because you didn't want to miss school.
Yeah, I mean, to her credit, I mean, I was doing a lot of print modeling when I was younger, and I had tutors the whole time, and I didn't like it because I wanted to be with kids and I wanted to go to school. And to her credit, she was like, all right, then you won't do it anymore. She never made me do anything I didn't want to do. She was my biggest supporter. And that's, I think, how you survive these times is I never wanted for love. I always,
you knew your mom loved you.
Fiercely. I was the sun, the moon, the stars, the air that she breathed. And I knew that whether we were together or apart. And I think that is something that makes the unbearable bearable.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you wrote this book. We have to take a commercial break. The name of the book is Tell Me Everything. Minka's going to talk more about it when we return. Stick around.
Thursday on Live, Kathleen Turner. Next Live.
Are you?
Half off beautiful hardwood in the family room. Half off stain-resistant laminate in the kitchen. Get the floors you've always wanted with Luna's half-off sale. Reserve your free at-home appointment at luna.com or call 773-202 Luna.
We're back with Minka Kelly. This book, Tell Me Everything, is out today, so make sure you pick up Tell Me Everything. Your biological dad is in your life now. He wasn't when you were growing up. But tell me about that relationship and sort of like how you reconciled, what your relationship is now.
He's my buddy now.
Yeah.
I mean, we try to be father-daughter, but we're friends. I'm an adult, and I'm so thankful he's in my life now. I feel like kids can survive anything, and it's going to be hard no matter what. And as an adult is when you need help making sense of things. And he's so wise, and he's really helped me make sense. I think he saved my life. He helped me get out of Albuquerque. He was the first one to tell me I need to get into therapy, and he keeps me grounded, and I love him very much.
And by the way, therapy is the best. It's like life-saving.
All forms of therapy, I am a very big fan of.
Your mom passed away,
Yeah.
As you mentioned before. What's one of your biggest regrets that you have regarding to your mom?
I write in the book about Thanksgiving was her favorite holiday, and I missed our last Thanksgiving together. And, I regret that it took me so long to get to a really solid and good place with her. And since she's passed, I've been able to find more and more grace and forgiveness for her. And that's sort of why I call the book Tell Me Everything, is because at the end of the book, I get to a place where I'm an adult now, and I can see her as a human being. And I'm imagining a conversation with her, and I'm asking her, what was it like for you? It must have been so hard. Tell me everything. And that's what I named the book.
When you have sort of a unstable or chaotic childhood, I'm oftentimes amazed at what I refer to people as self-starters. Like you self-started your way through school and high school and all of that. And then you got like a job that I find kind of fascinating. You worked as a scrub nurse in surgical suites?
Yeah.
Tell me everything.
Every time we say that now, we're like,
tell me everything about that.
I was a receptionist at a doctor's office answering phones, and I just became fascinated with surgery in the OR on surgery days. And eventually the doctor was like, "Do you want to come in?" And I was like, yes. And I was fascinated by it, and I fell in love with it. And I ended up going to school for it, and I did that for 4 years up until I got Friday Night Lights.
That's incredible. Have you played a doctor yet?
No.
You should play a doctor.
I've had friends on like doctor shows, and I'm like, this is wrong and that is wrong, and they're like, Minka, our target audience is not a bunch of former nurses.
No, but I think people do pay attention to that stuff, and you should you could play a doctor and / be their medical consultant at the same time.
It'd be very annoying for them.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Minka's book, Tell Me Everything, is available now. Where books are sold. And up next, yes, pick it up. Next, we're going to do the inbox.
Tomorrow on Live, a performance by Emily King. And from Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret. Abby Ryder-Fortson.
What makes the L'Oreal Vitamin C Serum different? 12% pure vitamin C serum by L'Oreal Paris. When compared to a vitamin C derivative, only pure vitamin C can fight skin oxidation instantly. Skin looks up to 70% brighter. Pure vitamin C serum by L'Oreal Paris.
Worth it.
Go 3 times for a perfect fit. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, 0% interest for 60 months. Window Nation, the perfect fit.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford. Our capability is about yours.
Humans have evolved many skills. Fighting bugs isn't one of them. That's why STEM isolated plant-derived active ingredients that target nerve.
Possibilities.
Hey, welcome back. Let's do the inbox. That's really fun. Let me go first.
Okay, you go first.
Nancy Powell from Bunnell, Florida said, "Hey, Kelly, I think Mark can confirm, and I can. Florida cockroaches are a lot bigger than New York roaches, and they fly. I think they call them palmetto bugs. Palmetto bugs, and they're big.
Yeah,
big as your hand.
They're big and they fly.
Yes.
But New York cockroaches, you can step on and they still live. And you can flush them down the toilet and they still live.
Undefeated.
They live no matter what. You can spray them with the bug spray right on them. And they're like, please. Nice try. Nitty from Kennesaw, Georgia says, my son sometimes walks in as I watch your show later in the evening. A few times he asked, why does that man have his hand on Kelly's lap? Then he saw the kiss yesterday and was like, whoa. Finally, I had to say, he is her husband. To which he said, oh, that makes sense.
I was getting handsy yesterday.
Were you?
I don't know.
It was our anniversary.
It was our anniversary.
Yeah.
Annie Caroli had his 15th birthday.
Oh, we've got to go.
Oh, we've
got to go. Sorry.
All right.
We'll be right back.
All right, we'll be right back.
If you would like to know more about anything you see on Live or would like to get tickets, just log on to our website at livewithkellyandmark.com.
JC, like the moon and the stars in the sky.
An agent at amfam.com.
Melissa Etheridge returns with her Summer Tour 2023.
In Minnesota with how cold it gets. When we ended up finishing it became way more, and now it's like a cozy, perfect spot to be. I love being out there.
And for a limited time, 3 free upgrades.
I'm Laura, and I love my Tough Shed building.
Closed captioning, sponsored in part by
I would try to encourage anyone to quit smoking. I can't tell you what to do, but what I can tell you is that this can happen to you. You can quit for free help.
Wait. Does she got an oxygen tank? Burger's disease.
You. But what I can tell you is that this can happen to you. You can quit. You. But what I can tell you is that this can happen to you. You can quit.
Closed captioning sponsored in part by.
I would try to encourage anyone to quit smoking. I can't tell you what to do, but what I can tell you is that this can happen to you.
Things that they probably
Closed captioning sponsored in part by.
things that they would look at and say, you know what, that's good.
I would try to encourage anyone to quit smoking. I can't tell you what to do, but what I can tell you is that this can happen to you. You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT NOW.
Are you taking a statin drug to reduce cholesterol? Statins can deplete your CoQ10 levels.
Jesus fucking Christ. Are they even going to say goodbye or what's going on?
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Happy Ride of Fortune.
And a performance by Emily King. See you tomorrow. Bye. And a performance by Emily King. See you tomorrow. Bye.
All right, Guardians. Are you ready for one last ride? This Friday. Summer.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for episode 12. God bless Minka Kelly and her love of cooking and her, finding how to trust men and jury duty. I saw the first 2 episodes. It's okay. It is a copy of Joe Schmo mixed with Trial and Error, or a reality version of Trial and Error. You could check out that show. It wasn't really as crack up funny as I thought it would be. It's kind of like, oh, this is real life, and it's clever, but you gotta, I don't know. It's definitely clever. I'm probably gonna end up checking it out. It's only like 8 episodes, I think. They go by fast. I'll probably end up finishing it, but I'm not, like they said in this episode, that jury duty show, it's like you're gonna want to watch it all. They're gonna like watch one after another. So prepare to like hunker down, and it's not like that. I watched 2 episodes and they said I want to give it a rest, and I'll probably give it another 2 episodes over the weekend. And if it doesn't really click me or get me after the halfway mark, then I'll probably just stop because there's other things I want to watch. But oh my God, stand up it. Oh. All right. So with that said, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Tell your friends not to watch unless you really mean to watch. Depends. Are you the Kelly or the Mark with how you try to get people to do things and how to guess and all that. So anyways, I got to go. I think I hear the doorbell. Ding dong. There it is. All right, you guys. Until next time, yo soy Kelly Son Consuelos, and I'll see you on another episode, otra vez, de Live with Kelly and Mark. Telecasto de Telemundo. Y remember, te quiero mucho. Te quiero mucho. Krusty the Clown says quiero mucho. I don't know. I gotta go. Deuces.